Welcome students in the organic chemistry lecture series. Today in this video we are going to study about this point, that is syn and anti-hydroxylation of oxidation of alkene, we can say, or simply we can say oxidation of alkenes. Okay, now this is a oxidation reaction of alkene. Remember, in previous video I have explained about the reduction of alkenes. Today we have to see about what is oxidation of alkene. So what is oxidation? Actually, oxidation is nothing but addition of oxygen, that is called as oxidation. So addition of oxygen to the alkenes can be called as a oxidation of alkenes. Now this oxidation of alkene is carried out by using the two reagents known as one is KMnO4, potassium permanganate, and another one is OSO4, that is osmium tetroxide. So this KMnO4 as well as this osmium tetroxide, both are oxidizing agent and used generally for the oxidation of alkenes. Now I will take a representative alkene, say like this, C double bond C. Okay, and if I do the oxidation using KMnO4 or osmium tetroxide, then I get such kind of product, OH, OH, and this is called as 1,2 glycols. Okay, so alkenes on oxidation with KMnO4 or osmium tetroxide will give glycols. Okay, this overall reaction is called as hydroxylation of alkene. This reaction is known as hydroxylation of alkenes, because along this, across this carbon carbon double bond, there is a addition of two hydroxy groups, so it is called as hydroxylation of alkenes. Okay, this is electrophilic addition reaction. Remember, this is electrophilic addition reaction. These hydroxy groups are added across the double bond, the electrophilic center being the metal atom which accept the electron and get reduced. Now how this reaction is carried out in presence of this KMnO4, that I will explain. Suppose this is the starting material, and if we subject this in presence of KMnO4 or osmium tetroxide, suppose I will take here osmium tetroxide. Okay, so this is the structure of osmium tetroxide, remember. Okay, like this. So what will happen? Suppose this double bond shift here. Okay, and then this double bond shift here. So there is a formation of such kind of intermediate. Oxygen, here is also oxygen. Okay, so here is the osmium and this double bond O. So such kind of intermediate is obtained, which on hydrolysis in presence of water give the diol OH and OH. Okay, so this is the cis diol, remember, because the hydroxyl comes on the same side of this double bond, plus side product we get osmium O3. Okay, so this is the mechanism by which this reaction is carried out. So instead of osmium tetroxide, if we take KMnO4, then also the same mechanism is followed. Same, instead of osmium, only potassium metal, manganese metal will be here only, and the mechanism will be the same. So in this way, alkenes can be converted into 1,2 glycols by the electrophilic addition of this KMnO4 or osmium tetroxide along this double bond to form cis diol. In first step, we get this cyclic intermediate, and this intermediate is converted into the cis diol by the addition of water onto this intermediate. Okay, so only thing which we have to remember here is that osmium tetroxide is mild oxidizing agent, and it is used generally, mild oxidizing agent. Okay, so this osmium tetroxide is generally used for the oxidation of alkenes. KMnO4 is very strong. Okay, so generally it is avoided because the oxidation does not stop at this level. Further, the breaking of this carbon-carbon bond also takes place if we do not control this reaction, if we use KMnO4. So instead of KMnO4, most of the time osmium tetroxide is used as oxidizing agent in such kind of a reaction. Okay, here because of formation of this cyclic intermediate, this is cyclic intermediate, both the hydroxyl groups are added from the same side of the double bond. We will find here that these OH groups are on the same side of the double bond. Hence, this hydroxylation is called as cis hydroxylation or syn hydroxylation. Remember, okay. Now, this is the symmetrical alkene, but if we take a non-symmetrical alkene or unsymmetrical alkene, then hydroxylation of cis and trans isomer gives different diastereomers. Therefore, the two faces of the alkenes are also called as a diastereotopic, and the reaction is called as a stereospecific reaction. Now, we will see in detail about what will happen if we take unsymmetrical alkenes as the starting materials. Okay, now if we consider a cis-2-butene as a starting material, and if we do the hydroxylation of this cis-2-butene in presence of osmium tetroxide, we know that the OH group, hydroxy group will come on the same side as we have seen in the mechanism. Okay, so if we draw the Sawhorse projection of the product, okay, this part we have seen in last semester how to draw the Sawhorse projections. So here we have represented these two hydroxy groups on the same side. You will see here the hydroxy group are on the same side. This hydroxy group and this hydroxy group are on the same side because we know that hydroxylation takes place on the same side. Again, these methyl groups are on the same side as we have represented here, and these hydrogens are on the same side. So this Sawhorse projection, if we convert it into the Fisher projection, again this CS3 OH are on the same side, hydrogen are on the same side. So this such type of structure can be called as a meso, because we can divide it in two exactly half parts. So it is a meso and it is optically inactive. So meso-butane 2,3-diol is the product if we take cis-2-butene. So always remember that hydroxylation of cis alkene always gives a meso compound. Okay. So here cis-2-butene is converted into meso-butane 2,3-diol. Okay. Now what will happen if we take trans-2-butene, that we will see. Now see, this is a trans-2-butene because uh, the methyl groups are on the opposite sides of this double bond. So this is trans-2-butene. So if we do the hydroxylation of this trans-2-butene in presence of osmium tetroxide, then we will get this kind of product. Here you will find that OH groups are on the same side because either osmium tetroxide will come on the above the plane or it will come below the plane, but hydroxy group will be on the same side. Now you will see the stereochemistry of different groups. See, this methyl group are in opposite side, so we have represented this CS3 is on this side and this CS3 is on this side. Similarly, hydrogens are also on the opposite side. So in Fisher projection formula we can draw these structures like this. Suppose this CS3 is on vertical line, then we know that the hydrogens are on the opposite side, therefore the hydroxy group will be also on the opposite side. So we get this product, and this product is called as butane 2,3-diol. Okay, butane 2,3-diol. Again, there is another possibility is that if the osmium tetroxide attacks on the rear side, then the hydroxy group will be on the rear side like this, and the rest of the groups will be like this. So here will be methyl group on the opposite side, here will be hydrogen group on the opposite side. So if we draw the Fisher projection of this, then also we will get the same results. Here is OH group, here is OH group, hydrogen, hydrogen, CS3, CH3. Okay, so we get the mixture of plus minus butane 2,3 diol if we use the trans 2-butene, remember. So trans 2-butene always give a mixture of equal amount of plus butane 2,3 diol and minus butane 2,3 diol. So always remember that trans isomer give a mixture of D and L, so it is called as a racemic mixture. So cis isomer will give meso and trans isomer will give a racemic mixture. Okay, now we will see the if we consider another example. Suppose this is a malic acid. Okay, this is a malic acid. In malic acid, both the COH groups are on the same side of the double bond. So if we do the hydroxylation of this malic acid, then OH groups will be on the same side and the COH groups are on the same side. Similarly, hydrogens are on the same side. So we will get this kind of product. These are the COH groups. Okay, so OH groups are on the same side and the hydrogen. So always remember that cis alkene give a meso product. Okay, so this is meso tartaric acid, meso tartaric acid. Now if we take a starting material as a fumaric acid, now in fumaric acid the COH groups are on the opposite side. COH groups are on the opposite side. Okay, so the name of this acid is a fumaric acid. The difference in fumaric acid and malic acid is only of position of this acid group. Here they are on the same side, here they are on the opposite side. So if we again do the hydroxylation of this fumaric acid in presence of osmium tetroxide or KMnO4, we get here what we have seen in the last example. We get the same product. See, OH groups will be on the same side, OH group will be on the same side and the geometry of other groups will be as it is. So here is hydrogen, here is a hydrogen, here is a COOH group, here is a COOH group. So again we'll get here a Fisher projection formula like this. Okay, so here there will be COH group, here there will be COOH group. Okay, OH groups are on the opposite side and hydrogens are on the opposite side. So again if the OH groups comes on the downward side, then only we can write the structure as it is. Suppose here is COH group, here is COH group, hydrogen, hydrogen. Then also we can write the Fisher projection formula like this: COOH, COH, here is OH, here is OH, H and H. So both, one is the D form, another one is L form. So this is plus minus tartaric acid, we can say tartaric acid. So these are the two examples by which we can explain the hydroxylation reaction of the alkene. So in summary, what we have seen today, we have seen the hydroxylation of alkenes, or we called it as a oxidation reaction. So this hydroxylation of alkene is carried out by using two reagents known as KMnO4 and osmium tetroxide. Okay, this KMnO4 is very strong, osmium tetroxide is mild, therefore generally osmium tetroxide is used. Okay, so cis alkene gives a meso product, remember, meso product, and a trans alkene give a racemic mixture. Remember, this is very important summary which we have seen. Cis alkene always gives meso product, trans alkene always gives racemic product. We have seen the example of malic acid, fumaric acid to give the product as a tartaric acid, and also we have seen the example of cis 2-butene and trans 2-butene. So this is all about the hydroxylation reaction of alkene. In next video we will meet with different